My name is Arnold Lowenstein. I'm here today at on a job site to discuss with you a product to help eliminate a problem that's been in the appliance industry for many, many years: range tip overs. Currently, what's on the market today is the anti-tip brackets, as you see right here. This one here is used in such a manner, it's screwed to a wood floor. It has to be measured, to be put in a particular place for the legs to slide under the edge of each side of this bracket. It's a little bit cumbersome because it does require measuring, and most every time it's not installed that I found. The next bracket is this one here. It's the same style, same type of bracket. It goes on the foot of the range. It's the foot that actually slides inside this slot, and it also screws in to your floor. The next one over here, again, same design of bracket, same principle rather. It is a bracket that takes the leg of the range, it's bolted to the floor, and has a couple screws that you can screw into the wall plate. But the floor bolts are the most important. Those are the most structural to keep the range from tipping over. The problem with these brackets mainly is that they're difficult to install. You have to measure where they're going to be placed before you put the range in place. So what happens to them? They end up getting tossed. That's what happens on pretty much most of the jobs I've been to and have seen. And it's a huge problem and has not come up, there's been no solution for it. We believe we have the solution. Over the last 4 years, I've designed and patented a device called RangeSafe. It's a simple product, but it's very effective. Let me tell you why. RangeSafe basically screws to the back of the range. All you have to do is take out an existing screw that's there, put your bracket in place, screw it down, take a self-tapping screw, go to your second eyelet, and screw it in place. Now your bracket is in place. This is pivotable, so you can adjust the height of the range without having a problem. This will always line up with the wall plate because the wall plate is always at the base of every wall. So I'll go ahead and put the other one on, and then I'm going to get to the next reason why the other brackets, the problem with them and why they do not work as well as our bracket does. So cut it. Okay, as you can see, we're putting the bracket back on. Or the bracket's on right now. Very simple to do. This is something, by the way, that can be done at the factory level. And then, of course, the brackets can be taped to the back of the range, and when it's time for installation, they simply drop down and then are screwed into the wall. These particular cables are for quick release. If the range has to be pulled out for any particular reason, and you do it without the use of tools, all you do is, there would be a ring that'd be behind the range here. You reach over the back of the range, you pull both pins, and it would free the bracket from the range. The range would pull forward, and the washers would pop off, and of course you'd have the bracket would come off just like that on both sides. Now, the next thing I wanted to bring up to you, and this is really important, is going back to the basic brackets that are on the market today. I had mentioned that they screw into the floor. Well, that's fine. Just a minute. We're back to the brackets again. Now, another problem with the bracket is that in probably half the homes out there, there's slab floors. Now, if you have a slab floor and you have a bracket and you have a couple wood screws, that's pretty problematic. You need a hammer drill and you need concrete anchors to get this unit in place. And if by some chance you're off by, you know, a quarter of an inch or so, and you have to re-drill the floor, you're in trouble, because now you can't drill another hole in the concrete a quarter inch over from the one you just drilled. It wouldn't work. So it's another problem with these particular brackets, and one that has been a continual issue and another big reason why these brackets aren't being used.